One of the biggest reasons wedding day timelines completely fall apart actually has zero to do with the catering or the venue. It's all about how people get from point A to point B. So today, we're diving into the ultimate CT wedding transportation timeline, from the ceremony right through to the after party, just to make sure your big day is absolutely flawless. We're looking at some incredible expert insights from Absolute Transportation. They're a premier luxury car service based right here in North Haven, Connecticut. All right, first things first. We really need to shatter this myth that you can just book one single limo for the bride, check the box, and call it a day. Honestly, coordinating dozens or even hundreds of guests, it's like a massive logistical puzzle. It's a major challenge that can literally make or break your entire event. Just imagine the stress of trying to manage all your out-of-town guests completely on your own. You got friends and family touching down at JFK, LaGuardia, or Bradley International, and somehow you have to make sure they safely navigate to their hotels in Stamford, Greenwich, or New Haven. Every single arrival is its own little logistical hurdle that requires absolute precision.
So how do we conquer all these moving parts? Well, the industry best practice is to start working your transportation about 4 to 6 months out, especially if you're tying the knot during that peak Connecticut wedding season, right between May and October. The whole plan should flow seamlessly, starting with early vehicle selection, moving to those final 48-hour chauffeur briefings, and going all the way to your late-night after-party logistics.
Now, when the big day actually arrives, Phase 1 kicks right into gear. It starts off with seamless airport pickups that move your guests smoothly to their hotel drop-offs. Then comes a super critical step, running fixed schedule shuttles from those hotels to your venue, usually 3 to 4 hours before the ceremony even starts. And trust me, fixed schedules rather than on-demand pickups are a total game changer. They prevent those massive bottlenecks and keep everyone perfectly on time. And hey, while your guests are safely shuttling over, there's this golden industry standard that takes effect. It's called the 90-minute rule. Basically, the bridal party needs a dedicated pickup exactly 90 minutes before the ceremony. This vital buffer gives you plenty of time for those final portrait photos, the emotional moments with family, and all the processional prep before anyone actually walks down the aisle. Moving on to Phase 2. This is where we tackle the ultimate hurdle, multi-venue logistics. I mean, think about it. What if your ceremony is over in Westport, but you're doing formal photos in Norwalk, and then hosting this grand reception down in Greenwich? Transitioning guests between all these locations during cocktail hour requires some serious geographic expertise. The ultimate goal here, when the newlyweds make their grand entrance, every single guest is already settled with a drink in hand.
And then, of course, we reach Phase 3, which is the after party and the morning after. You never, ever want the night to end on a stressful or unsafe note, right? This means you need dedicated late-night transit with completely fresh, alert chauffeurs who are ready to navigate those tricky late-night driving conditions. And the next morning, you're going to want seamless departure shuttles heading straight to Tweed, New Haven, or Bradley.
So how in the world do you actually solve this massive puzzle without completely losing your mind? Well, you rely on the Absolute Transportation Advantage. These guys manage every single phase across all 169 Connecticut municipalities. We're talking 24/7 service, real-time flight tracking for those airport pickups, and fully professional background-checked chauffeurs. And honestly, perhaps the best part for your budget, it's all flat-rate pricing with absolutely zero surge, ever. No surprises. It really just comes down to this. Having peace of mind on your wedding day is literally priceless. To guarantee an unforgettable, expertly coordinated experience, visit absolutetransportation.com or just call them today to book your luxury ground service. Think about it. You spend months obsessing over every single detail of your big day. Why would you leave the very thing that connects it all together to chance?